The sword in Sea of Thieves is extremely nuanced. Well, to some people it might seem like you just mash the attack button as fast as you can and hope for the best, but truthfully, anyone who gets killed by that consistently...
The simple answer is skill issue.
Today, I'm going to give a thorough rundown of every single sword mechanic that I'm aware of. Any outdated mechanics like the stow cancel or the infinite slash I will just ignore because they are not relevant anymore. Let's start with the basics. The first two hits have significant hit stun if the attack lands, and the third hit has a fair amount of knockback, so if someone is pressuring you with a sword, wait until the second slash of their combo and hold block. As their third strike hits your block, it'll bounce them back slightly. While blocking, you can jump in any direction without lowering your guard. If you're pressed up against a wall, this will free up a significant amount more move around space if you're confined under deck. When fighting someone in a sword fight, try to constantly move. If fighting on flat ground, try to jump over them. As you do, look down and swipe at the top of their head, turning to face them and land. Unless they look directly up while blocking and then turn to face you, your attack will almost always hit. Next up is the Powerslash. At its core, it's extremely slow, giving next to no movement bonus on hit. That is, unless you do the sword lunge. We'll start with entry level. First block, then hold down the Powerslash. Seems pretty basic. If you sword lunge, it gives you the ability to move at your walk speed while charging your attack, enabling you more range. While sword lunging, you can also jump, giving even more options. This is a mechanic I like to call the sword dash. The best tip I could give you for improving timing on the sword dash would be to wait for the sword to poke forward or listen for the... Now that we've got a grasp about the basics, we can go more in depth. First off, my personal favorite, the sword hop. While blocking, you can jump omnidirectionally, giving you added options for movement. If you time it right, you can release your block and jump normally, keeping your momentum and giving even more movement. This is great in pretty much every situation if used properly. Timing is a big thing. There really isn't a tell like the sword dash.
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
If you're being pursued on foot while sprinting full speed away, turn immediately. As you spin around, charge up the sword lunge. If the person was too close, they won't have time to dodge. If you're near any interactable in the game, you can perform something I like to call the dash cancel. The items you can dash cancel are cannons, anchor, wheel, and ladders. So, if you dash cancel, you can immediately prep another sword lunge, because who says you can't repeat the same mistake twice? And lastly, the section of techniques that are just as situational as they are difficult. First off, if someone is on your ladder and attempting to board, you can prep a sword lunge to knock them off and re-grab the ladder. The timing to do this is extremely tight, but it's very satisfying to land. If you can bait a sword lunge from your opponent, I would suggest putting an obstacle in front of you. When fighting a double gunner that is using a blunderbuss, keep in mind they have an attack that deals knockback and can deal almost your entire health at 90 max damage. Most good double gunners will try to rush at you to deal the knockback and swap guns so they can kill you in a 1-2 combo. If you get hit by more than 3 pellets of the blunderbuss, you have to heal immediately or else you're dead in almost every circumstance. To combat this, you have to bait out the blunderbuss shot. You can do this by utilizing the block jump.
Hello. Oh shit, okay, you're a sword loader.
I fear no man, but that thing. It scares me.
You can also keep your distance and then shoot them with your sidearm. Treat the blunderbuss like a heavyweight wrestler. At the end of the day, they only want to get close so they can grapple you. So use your footwork and let them know how it goes. If you are fighting a double gunner that is not using a blunderbuss, sword hopping will help to make your jump arc less predictable, but you cannot go in a straight line. If you can close the distance, you should be able to pin them down with the hit stun from the sword slash. The sword lunge and sword dash are very situational against double gunners. They can work, but if you miss, any good double gunner will kill you well before you recover from the whiplash.
Look, you can't even fucking hit a sword dash, you bot. Easiest fucking thing to use on the game and you can't even fucking hit it. You are shit, bro. You are shit. You are shit.
And unless I forgot something, that is a conclusive list of all the mechanics that are still viable and in the game as of the time I'm uploading. Thanks for watching. Happy sailing!